Tesla is expanding its footprints in India. After Mumbai, Tesla has launched its second showroom in Delhi's Aerocity. The newly opened Experience Center, the national capital, will offer visitors an opportunity to explore Tesla's electric vehicles, which are now introduced in India. As Tesla drives into Delhi, I visited their second Indian outlet. Catch the sneak peek. Tesla's here in India, and not surprising that they brought in the Model Y, a car which in 2023 has become the world's largest selling car with 1.2 million cars sold, more than even gasoline-powered cars. But it's not just about the entire electric experience. Just look at the car. This is, of course, a car that you can see over here. This particular area are the superchargers which have been brought in to the national capital region for the first time. Essentially, this is something where in 15 minutes, if you can see the kind of connection that has been made over here, this charges 267 kilometers. In addition to this, of course, when one buys the vehicle, one has the option of getting one of these home charger kits, which of course will charge at the speed of about 70 kilometers per hour, and therefore overnight charging therefore becomes a distinct possibility. But what really is it about the car that makes it exciting? Let's get inside the car and find out. So this is essentially where all the controls of the Tesla are, either from this screen or from these controllers here. You can see there are about 2 buttons each, or 3 buttons each, and 2 wheels over here which can be used to control all the features of the car. And this really is the setting. Everything in this car pretty much can be controlled from here, from the mirrors to the child lock settings, etc. All are available at this point. You can look at the various dynamics. You can talk about the acceleration, the deceleration, the traction control, in case you're on a slippery surface. Also talking about steering, wheel weight, if you want it to be light, if you want it to be heavy, all of that is part of this. The charging itself is in fact mentioned over here. You can look at the kind of charge that there is and also the kind of charges that you want to do. Autopilot is of course an interesting feature which is also there. It has also been activated in this particular vehicle, and the self-driving feature of course is another aspect which is unique of course to Tesla, but in India at the moment they don't have the regulatory clearances for. So they are offering it for sale, but self-driving perhaps in a few years with regulatory clearances in place would be in place. You can look at all the lock settings over here. The lights are here. You can have adaptive lights as far as the footwells, etc. You can see there are colors over here that can be selected. The seats, the display itself, the schedule that you can look at as far as this vehicle is concerned, all of this a very, very different way really of managing the car. In terms of the actual maintenance, apart from the wiper blades and a few other parts are all that really would need to be changed, but essentially unlike a gasoline car which requires regular service, that's something that Tesla with its guarantee says there's no need to come in. Most of their services and the online calls resolve as many a large chunk rather of the service related issues of their customers, is what Tesla says, and that's what makes this a very different kind of car. Of course, in places like the national capital region, very, very important, because we're talking about a city where pollution levels are extremely high. Electric cars like this with such advanced features can certainly be a huge game changer if they are implemented, and they are of course sold and are driven around in large numbers by Indians, particularly living in such areas. These superchargers are the ones that can get these cars charged really quickly. 15 minutes for 267 kilometers is what Tesla is saying. So how do you do it? Essentially, you take one of these, you bring it right next to the port and press this button. The port automatically opens up, and then you put it in there. And as you can see, in fact, as soon as this changes to green, it means that the vehicle is actually charging. And there it is. Now it's charging pretty much in effect as far as this vehicle is concerned. You can see, in fact, the display there as well says supercharging, and it talks about the total amount of charging that's happened. So pretty much like how you charge your mobile device is how this functions. But of course, again, once you're done, you remove this and take it right back, put it back as far as the supercharger is concerned. It's a similar sort of device that you'll be getting as far as a home charger is concerned as well. This charging speed though comes down drastically to only about 70 kilometers an hour in that case.